What's up, everybody? The Crapgamer here from Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thanks for taking time out to check it out. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button because that's greatly appreciated as well. I love a good thumbing. That's what I live for, actually. So, yes, on to today's topic, and that is, again, the rumors that won't subside is the PlayStation 4.5 or the PlayStation 4K, whatever you want to call it. It looks like we're getting some sort of hardware revision, and it looks like we're going to get some news on this kind of soon. What's really interesting is the rumor that came out yesterday from the quote-unquote source that actually has inside knowledge of this. Basically, with the way that was worded, it seems like Sony has very little interest to do things the way that Microsoft has kind of alluded to, as far as having a system that allows for scalable games. You know, like one game can be, you only have to make one version of the game and it's scalable to all the Microsoft platforms, whereas Sony doesn't look to be taking this route. If you have an old school PS4, like a launch PS4 or whatever, up until the new one comes out, you are going to probably have significant difference in quality over the games that are coming out. And what really could divide that community is the fact that, say, if you bought a PS4, like me, I bought a PS4 mainly for, say, God of War and Uncharted. Okay, so we'll get Uncharted, and that's great, you know, 2.5 years into the cycle. But God of War 4 is still a little ways out, and let's say that comes out. I've actually waited, you know, you're waiting all this time, and you could have just waited for the next iteration of the PS4. I get that there's some risk involved with being an early adopter, but at the same time, it seems kind of foolish for Sony to, I guess, put that even option on the table as the leader, because most of their games were already performing rather well. Now, this could very well be some sort of thing that's going to improve VR, or just something that's going to be like a 4K Blu-ray player, or you know, streaming media or something along those lines. But if it does significantly, if like this rumor was saying 2 times the GPU power, then that's going to leave the other 37 million PS4 owners in the dust. And not only that, but it could potentially kill off sales for that, for the current PS4, because this console, the PS4K or whatever the hell it is, supposedly isn't going to come out till Q1 of 2017. So you're going to potentially kill all the sales, or a great many sales, of the standard PS4 until that point, because people just don't know. I mean, this thing could be just a stupid slim with optimized what have yous, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be more powerful. But people are going to hold off because they're not sure what's going on, and that's a bad thing. I think that, you know, say somebody that wants to get a PS4 right now, what incentive do they have to buy this one when there's a newer one coming out soon, or at least going to be announced? You know, I think that that's kind of, you know, the situation that a lot of people see themselves in right now. It could potentially divide the community. Like I said, unlike the Xbox's version of like the apps for all, or Windows apps, whatever, that's scalable, this would possibly require maybe 2 different versions, or the previous version of the PS4 could be really, really poorly done, you know, ported or whatever, because they're obviously, according again to this report, developers are making games specifically for this new PS4, which means that they would have to port down or something like that to the old school PS4. And this has the community somewhat divided, and rightly so. You know, are you like pissed off? Do you trust Sony? Are you about fed up with all this? Do you not like this idea? Are you pissed? You know, I'm very curious to see how the Sony fans feel about this, one way or the other. Are you guys interested in it? Are you pissed off? Because if you're a Sony fan, you love the PS4 because it was quote-unquote the most powerful, and now that might not be the case. You know, the PS4 might be losing to the NX and to, you know, the Xbox 1.5 or what have you. So it's interesting times. It's definitely interesting to see what's going on, and I'm definitely want to hear what you guys have to think about this and say about this. Hit me up on Twitter at @the_Crapgamer. Hit me up on the Facebook page, or message me on Xbox Live, MOH_Crapgamer. I respond to every single message on there. Are you guys feeling divided by this? Are you happy about this? Let me know. Comment, rate, subscribe. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.